morning. So I just finished a workout, as you could probably tell. And I wanted to just take a moment to talk about taking care of yourself. Self care, but really taking care of yourself. I know a lot of times when we hear self care, we think about all of my favorite things, bubble baths and skincare and things like that. Yes, great hygiene, great sleep hygiene is all a part of self care. But I want you to consider about taking care of yourself. You guys know that I've been kind of been gone for a little while. Of course, I'm back now. I wasn't feeling well, and I was in this space where I was not taking care of myself, and it was more than just little things. Like I wasn't doing my evening routine, which is a big deal. My daily devotional time was just feeling kind of unfruitful. I wasn't receiving what I normally receive when I have that time, and it was just because of the effort. I just wasn't feeling it. And I was doing things like not doing my nails. I hadn't done my hair or my nails in over a month. And y'all know, if you are new here, one of my hobbies is doing my nails. That is my creative outlet, along with doing my hair as well, because I haven't found anybody where I live that does my hair the way that I like it. So I do it myself. But not only that, I hadn't been taking the time when I was doing it. Like when I was finally doing it, but the effort just was not there. And I realized that it's time to have what I like to call a come to Jesus moment. We need to talk about this and just be real. So I had to have this conversation with myself that I hope that you will have with yourself as well. If you have been feeling like you're in a rut, if you're feeling like I'm not feeling it, I'm not doing the things that I used to do, and I don't know how to get out of this hole. And because that's how I was feeling. So, number one, I'm going to tell you that you need to ask yourself, what does taking care of myself look like? What does taking care of myself look like? And I'm not just talking about hygiene, I'm talking about holistically. For your mental health, what do you need to do? For me, it's journaling. It's actually leaving my house. I struggle bad with that because I have made my home so comfortable, and at the same time, like y'all see me in that traffic. I can't stand the traffic, but that is not a reason for me to not go outside, to not explore the city, to not explore the other things that my city has to offer besides my favorite stores, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods. I need to do way more than that, because for me mentally, I need the fresh air. I need to have new surroundings, see different people, and when I'm done, honey, I'm coming home. But for me, that looked like I have to get out a couple of days a week, and that doesn't include when I'm running errands, like going to the grocery store, or when I'm going to Bible study, or things that I have to get out the house to do. These are things that will enrich me and help me to feel better. So looking at it from a mental point of view. And then my husband brought up the other day, he was like, it's time to go back to the gym. Because honestly, like I was doing good for a minute working out at home. Well, I'm working out at home right now because this is me. Well, I'll get to that part, but it's that will help me to get outside as well, is to go back to the gym. The thing about going to the gym was like I couldn't stand the traffic. I couldn't stand dealing with if the train come, like when I'm on my way back and stuff like that. But it's like I'm an entrepreneur and I work from home, so I manage my days. So girl, what is the real issue? Other than you don't feel like doing it. And for real, my health has suffered because of it. If I'm being honest, like I have IBS-C. So if you don't know what that is, that's irritable bowel syndrome with constipation. And man, when I tell you, I ain't gonna get into it, but you heard, so you kind of understand what's going on. And when you work out, it helps to get things moving. You know what I mean? So me neglecting myself in that way was not taking care of my health as well. And a lot of times when it comes to working out, we're just kind of like, well, I'll long as I do this many times a week, and then we don't even do that. We look at it as a thing where I'm doing it because there's something about my body I don't like, or there's something that I want to change. And that should not be the reason. You should be having physical activity throughout the week because you love yourself. And that was the perspective that had to change for me as well. That I'm doing this not because I want to change a particular part of my body. Like I want a flatter stomach or I want smaller arms. I do want smaller arms though. But that's not a good enough reason to keep me in the gym. I have to do it because I love myself and I care about my health and I care about the fact that I want to feel good. I want to have great energy. I owe it to myself to do this because I think what it is like when I was in the military, I had to do it, and now that I don't have to do it, it's like, phew, now I get a break. But for real, after a while, them principles fall off, and I should have kept those same principles because it was good for my body. I just have to change my frame of mind when I think about why I'm doing it. And I'm doing it because I love myself and I care about my body and I care about the fact that I want to be here for a long time. I have a lot of work to do. I have a mission, I have a purpose in life. And in order for me to meet that purpose, I have to be in good health. So, including, eating well and things like that. But for me, the physical activity is the issue. So, adding that in as well and making sure that I get fresh air. And see, and the thing for me with that too is that I have bad allergies, but that's still no excuse. If I gotta be outside, you better take all the medicine, take your inhaler with you, do what you need to do. So I have recommitted to myself to make sure that, well, actually, I've set boundaries and made a commitment to myself that these things are important, but not only that they're important, but why they're important. So while you're journaling this out, make sure that you add why this is important. I'm doing this because I love myself. I'm doing this because I want to be here for my children, for my grandchildren, for my husband or my partner, or I want to be here for my community. There are things that I want to do. There are reasons why you need to take care of yourself that are bigger than you. And I know that that's like, well, dang, ain't this supposed to be about me? Yes, it is about you, but it's also how we show up in the world, how we are here to serve and help others, but also learning to be served as well, learning how to receive. I've realized that I have had some issues with receiving, which is so surprising to me, but but I am working on that as well, that we are worthy to receive love. We are worthy of the endeavors that we're going after. We are worthy of the things that we desire, because I feel like God wouldn't put those desires in your heart if they weren't meant for you. Like, if you really want to know, ask God, Lord, is this your desire or is this mine? If it's mine, go ahead and take it away, because I know I'm gonna have a hard time keeping it if I do get it or it being fulfilled. But if it's from you, I know that it'll easily come without sorrow and be fulfilled without me feeling like I'm struggling. Like I'm struggling to keep it. And sometimes it's a struggle get there, but the struggle helps you to maintain what you receive, right? So anyway, that was a quick tangent. But for real, get back to taking care of yourself. For me, now y'all see my hair and my nails is done. I done did my hair and stuff like that, and I felt so much better. I felt more like myself once I finally started getting back into the habit of these things. What are some hobbies that you've stopped doing that you need to get back into? And don't feel like you just got to dive right in and just do it all crazy and do it for hours and do it every day. But start with taking 30 minutes and going back to your hobbies, because your hobbies are your creative outlets. It fills your cup as well. You wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't filling your cup, right? And I know for some people, like, really doing your nails for your cup? Yes, it does. It's not about a beauty thing, even though I enjoy, I'm a girly girl, so I like having my hair and my nails done. But for real, I enjoy the process of it. I enjoy watching my favorite nail artists on YouTube doing their nails while I'm doing my nails. And I just get so much enjoyment out of it. And we need to bring back those ways that fill us with joy, that fill us with happiness, and also is part of self-care. So yes, working out is part of self-care, eating healthy and good sleep hygiene, going to bed on time, doing your evening routine. That was another thing too. Like my evening routine, I had fell off. I wasn't doing nothing. And if you want to know, like my evening routine consists of taking a bubble bath, doing my face mask, taking my time doing it, but also stretching my body so that I can sleep better, and reading before I go to bed instead of being on my phone, even though I do play my game a little bit before I go to bed. But it's not scrolling on social media. I'm really winding my mind down, and I don't read things that get me amped up and things like that. I'll read some scriptures. I'll read the book that I'm currently reading, whatever that is. I'll do some of that, and then by then, honey, I'm like this. I'm ready to doze. I'm sleepy. It's time to go to bed, and that is some of the sweetest sleep, where I'm not waking up in the middle of the night, and also having to make sure that I'm not drinking a lot of liquids before I go to bed, because I'm good for some tea or some water before bed, and then I'm waking up in the middle of the night like, oh my goodness, I gotta pee. But and now you're trying to go back to sleep again. So having an evening routine as well, so that you can take care of yourself. But what are some things that you have been neglecting that you need to do in order to bring care back to yourself, to show yourself that you love yourself, and that these things have meaning, that you mean what you say when you say, I'm going to do this because I care about myself. Now, don't feel bad if you've fallen off. As you can see, I've fallen off too. It happens in different seasons. But the thing is that we don't want to stay stagnant and stay in that place where we're not getting back on it and saying, you know what, me, I love you. And because I love you, I'm going to nurture you, and I'm going to take care of you. So remember to nurture yourself. Be easy. Some of y'all are so hard on yourself, and would you talk to other people like that? Would you do other people like that? If you do, okay, now you really need to come to Jesus moment. Don't be doing that, okay? Be nice to yourself, be kind to yourself, and be kind to others. But it's difficult to do these things unto others if you haven't done it to yourself first. Okay? So I hope this little rant and these tips were helpful. Let me know down in the comments, what are some things that you're going to do to take care of yourself, so that you can show up for yourself better, and that you can be more joyful and enjoy life. Okay? So share this with somebody who needs it. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I love you all so much. I am so happy that you are here. I hope that these tips and all the other videos are helpful. And just let's talk in the comments, okay? I love you guys to life. I hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next video.